We could change a biological living liquid crystal.
What if the cure for your sickness was listening to some music? What if the secret to curing many serious diseases like cancer was as simple as the right kind of music? There is much we don't know about our world, but some people suggest that we get sick only when we are not in harmony with our planet Earth. In today's video, we will discover the secret behind healing and curing humans through sounds. You have probably heard about the important structure of music, resonance, and chord structures, and how there must be a harmony between everything. The same is the case with human bodies. The cells must also maintain a coherent harmonic resonance. So then what happens when we get sick? Does it mean the cells in our bodies are no longer in harmony? Well, many people would say yes, that is indeed the case. But then how can we fix it? Why are we chugging up medicines when that's not even related to why we are unwell? We will be getting into these frequencies in just a moment, but before that, make sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. For most music lovers, sound is the air they breathe. It defines the world for them. But a simple experiment shows how that's not just in their heads, but is a reality. If you vibrate some grains of salt on a plate at different frequencies, they form different shapes and patterns. This shows how sound takes physical form. But how does sound help in curing us? Sure, it's a good idea if you're feeling down to just sit with some good music on. That generally helps make some people feel better. But this goes way beyond that. The secret to this lies in sympathetic resonance vibration, which can be induced by finding the exact frequency an object is vibrating at. Now, do you remember that lady from the portrait in Harry Potter who was trying to break a glass with her sound? You might have seen many people who were successful in doing that, but the fat lady was not. The reason is simply that she wasn't able to reach the frequency at which the glass was vibrating. Once the sound of your voice or any other device exceeds the frequency of an object, it simply shatters. What does this have to do with curing diseases? Well, everything, especially for cancer. If we can use frequency to shatter a glass, or even something as big as a bridge can collapse with just the right frequency, then it should be possible to break down microorganisms and cancer cells. According to Anthony Holland, we can achieve this with the help of a device, such as the resonant frequency therapy device, which can induce vibrations in a living organism or cell. So this doesn't mean you can just put on some loud music and rock onto it while it cures you. We need to find the exact frequency that can shatter a living microorganism. How do we do that? Well, by simply testing different frequencies and checking under a microscope which works. So it's not as simple as listening to Frank Sinatra and expecting him to heal you. The good news is that after much research, scientists have found a way to get rid of these cells. The answer lies in a combination of two frequencies, one high and one 11 times lower, called the 11th harmonic. Even the microorganisms need some good quality music to respond. With this, destroying cancer cells becomes easier. Research has shown that cancer cells are vulnerable between 100,000 Hz and 300,000 Hz. And, like other organisms, they also slow down and change shape when the frequency gets close enough. It's like how mellow romantic music slows you down on a rainy day. But curing cancer is not as simple as just killing microorganisms. Most experiments done on leukemia cells showed that an average of 25% to 42% of cells were killed. This doesn't guarantee that all of the cells will be killed, and that could be for multiple reasons. But the growth rate of these cancer cells slowed down by 60%. Similar results have also been seen for other cancers such as ovarian and pancreatic cancers. Such a breakthrough in medicine changes the way cancer patients have been treated. The use of frequencies has expanded way beyond killing pathogens, as well as expanding laser technology by using hypersound. But if every object in the world vibrates at some frequency, which is a property that can be used in various ways, it should have been important to humans before such discoveries. So the question now is using sound and frequencies to cure humans a new concept, or has it been around in ancient times as well? It's surprising how sound has been linked with the creation of the universe in many religions. This includes Christianity, which has the concept of the word, and the Egyptians, who believe that the universe was sung into creations, and the Aboriginals, who believe the world was sung into creation with 3 sacred songs, or broad integration with 3 sacred songs, which is equivalent to the Holy Trinity. So all of this is linked to the world we see. The music resonance helps us see sacred geometry, and the 6 aspects of the Eye of Horus give us the resonating ratios. All this helps us see how old cultures understood the importance of frequency and harmonic resonance, maybe even better than us. So, if you think you are the only one who has the best car playlist, you may be wrong. Ancient civilizations used sound in every way possible. They used it as a source of energy and controlled the universe around them. What if you had a third eye that allowed you to telepathically communicate with other creatures? Turns out, we could do something like that through the pineal gland. But it's a part of our anatomy that has been destroyed. This doesn't mean that older civilizations had no other use for this. Since we have seen the experiment with sand and vibrations earlier in the video, one fascinating aspect about the shapes that form is that it all comes down to the cross inner circle at the end. And we have seen this symbol in many religions because these people knew how sound created everything. Take Egyptians for instance. They used an ankh for healing. That is just a cross inner circle used as a resonating device. Now, the practice of using frequencies for healing didn't end there. Royal Rife used sounds and frequencies to cure all diseases in 1931, sort of like the Martian Manhunter of that time who could heal everyone. So it is from these ancient notions and beliefs that we can use frequencies today for curing diseases like cancer. If you think raising your voice has no impact, you might want to think again. But moving into the future, does the use of frequencies stop there? What else could we achieve beyond this? We can use frequencies to help make our lives better in more ways than just curing diseases by killing pathogens and harmful cells. Have you ever felt that a certain type of music just makes your mind feel more at ease? Well, frequencies are at play there in relieving stress and pain. Devices that can help heal the tissue in our organs can also become more common with progress since they use certain frequencies to repair damaged tissues. It can even help in getting rid of chronic pains by stimulating the release of certain endorphins. Sound healing has positive impacts on mental health as well, so it's not just your imagination when you think that listening to some nice music is stopping you from overthinking. Many researchers are uncovering how sound vibrations can help reduce anxiety in people and help them get better sleep. This has even greater use in understanding brain activity and understanding the frequencies to which brain waves respond by mapping their patterns. Even DNA can be influenced through sound waves, which can open up paths to DNA modifications and enhancement. Could you imagine artificially generating DNA? In 2011, Luc Montagna generated DNA by exposing water to certain sound frequencies. Today, this means we can make clones of different species using the same technology. With such progress, sound healing is not just about curing cancer and infectious diseases anymore, but it can move on to better mental states of humans. Imagine how simple things would be if you could just put your headphones on and listen to some tunes, and that's your daily medicine. You certainly can't make up excuses for low job performance anymore, and this is what it will help us achieve: a healthier and more productive life. Even with cancer treatments, the use of frequencies takes away the painful process that scares us all. But is it completely effective in curing cancer and other diseases for that matter? Well, we can only find out with more progress. Can we say certain frequencies heal us? Definitely. But questions about its relation to the creation of the universe are an endless debate. What matters is that it is a breakthrough in medicine that is making the lives of people much better.